What's the relationship or the marital hack to stay? How long you been married?
We've been married since '92, so it's at 32 years.
How? Like with like for for the
We want to
masses?
be.
Yeah.
You gotta want it. You just gotta want it, man. You can't. Like, I don't want nobody to have my woman. She mine. I'm hers.
What's the word that we just had somebody on? The relationship has to have staying power. You see what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like certain things in the culture has never changed. It's just all about how you are locked in with your partner. Temptation happens, not just from a man's perspective, but also from a woman's perspective. Tragedy happens. Growing apart happens. You don't stay with a person for as long as you've been with your person and can honestly say, man, every single day I wake up and it's just, doves flying.
I mean, but who in your life is it like that with?
Yeah.
You don't like your mama every day. Some days she get on your nerves. Some day, your brother, sister, people that you love and spend a lot of time with. Every day ain't gonna be roses.
Yeah.
You can't expect that from your spouse. You know what I mean? It's all about, are y'all a family or not?
Ice Cube answered that man clear and direct. All right? The truth of the matter is you have to want the marriage. You have to be a servant in marriage, right? It has to be equal reciprocation on both sides. You need to grow together, right? People grow apart because they're not putting in the effort to do so. Now, me, under my Christian perspective, under the Lord, under God, we put Jesus in the center, right? Because we believe that he's the foundation to keep the marriage together. But even if you don't believe that, right, there has to be equal reciprocation on both sides. Both people have to want it to work. Both people have to go into the marriage with a servant mindset, not just as I'm just going to receive, what can I get? And all that selfishness in the marriage, it just doesn't work. The second part, I don't know why people think that everything, whether it's man or woman, everything in marriage is supposed to be peaches and cream, right? So when Cam Newton tried to spin it like that, when Ice Cube responded and said, sometimes you don't like your mama, sometimes you basically bump heads with your mama, you bump heads with your family members. Yeah, it's not going to be peaches and cream. Now, hear me out, because people like to go to the extreme. I'm not saying if a man cheating on you, if a man cheats on you, stay. If a man puts hands on you, stay, right? But what I'm saying is y'all are going to have some ups and downs, right? And I don't know what those ups and downs are, right? But sometimes y'all gonna bump heads. Sometimes y'all gonna have disagreements. But y'all have to want each other so much, and y'all want it to work, that you're gonna do any and everything to make it work. So yes, everything is not going to be just great. Like every day is just flowers and daisies and oh yeah. It's not gonna be like that. And I think people got this misconception of on what marriage is. Now, some people, I believe, just aren't built for marriage. That's the God honest truth. And I think people need to be real with themselves to say you're not built to be committed to one woman. Or if you're a woman, you're not built to be committed to one man. I wouldn't advise you to go sleep around with a whole bunch of people. That's not what I would do. I would say, hey, don't do that. But human's gonna human. But just going back to the point, you have to want it. It is not hard to stay committed to one woman. It's not hard to love one woman. It's not hard to be committed to one person. People make this stuff hard. I don't know why we acting like monogamy is just such a hard thing. Yeah, temptation is there. There's beautiful women. There's handsome men. But you got to choose your partner daily. The Bible says, pick up your cross and walk with the Lord daily. You need to crucify your flesh. You need to, die to yourself, right? And live for the Lord. Live for your partner. Put your partner first above you. Y'all both have a servant attitude in the marriage. That will keep y'all together. When both of y'all are walking into the marriage as in serving, right? When both people are trying to serve each other, right? To the best of their ability, and the love can be reciprocated on both sides, It will work. When you sit down and talk to each other about your problems instead of just cussing each other out and doing a whole bunch of nonsense, when y'all figure out each and every problem together, when you value each and every when you value each other's opinions or feelings, right? Y'all will make it. But you gotta wanna make it. Obviously, if a man's putting his hands on you, get on up out of there. If a man is cheating on you, get on up out of there. That's a given, right? Because that just shouldn't happen. That just shouldn't happen. But when it comes to finances, and I'm not saying you got to be in struggle love, but I'm just saying there might be a time where you go through a financial struggle where y'all have to tighten up on certain things because of the economy or whatever. You lose your job, whatever. There might be a time where y'all have to like tighten back up on things. I don't think that should be an automatic reason for a divorce. Actually, I don't even believe that's a reason for a divorce. But you're going to go through hardships, whether it's financial, whether it's a death in the family. It's all kind of reasons. Y'all can get through it together, but you both have to choose it. You have to want it. Marriage counseling, if you don't want it, if y'all don't go in with a servant mindset and you're only going in, what can I get out of this person? How is this person going to benefit me? It's going to fail, bro. It's going to fail. And that's the problem with a lot of marriages today. But I really love Ice Cube's response on this part. And honestly, I'm looking forward to listening to the rest of it. But I think the Shade Room had clipped this and posted it as well, or some of them, them black blogs. But I really love his response on this one. And I'm going to continue to see what else they talked about in this. But anyway, that's just my opinion, man. I hope y'all have a good day. And stay safe out there, because it's getting crazy. I'm coming across all kind of stories how people are losing their lives, and it's getting sad about a day. Keep your head up, keep your prayers up as well, and stay strapped at all times.